I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. The big question in boxing was, when is the next time Terence Crawford will enter the ring? Since Crawford has become a one fight a year fighter, people thought it was in September. But Terence Crawford reveals his next date that possibly he would enter the ring once again. I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. Let's listen to what Terence Crawford reveals to the public.
No blizzard stopping us. We working. Working April 20th. April 20th. Be there, Madison Square Garden, New York City.
Looking for you. Looking for December 6th, how you gonna do it?
I got my eyes on you, Jennifer. Good luck.
So according to Chris Mannix, Terence Crawford is looking to get back in the ring March 2026. But as you see in that clip when he's shadowboxing in the snow, in the blizzard, Crawford said look for him on April 20th in Madison Square Garden. So it looks like we're going to have Terence Crawford fight 2 times in a 12-month span, and that hasn't happened for a while. Some people saw Terence Crawford possibly fighting Canelo in a rematch in May or September, but it sounds like that's not going to happen. And of course, some boxing publications gonna twist the narrative, right? This one says Terence Crawford has no intentions of giving Canelo a rematch. Do we really know if Canelo wants a rematch? He hasn't said he wants a rematch. So why would you think Terence Crawford is ducking a rematch with Canelo? I mean, how many times have Canelo avenged his losses? That's a big zero. From what I'm hearing from the experts, Janibek is going to be a tougher fight than Canelo. He's bigger, he's younger, some say he's stronger, and he's a more hungrier fighter than Canelo. Janibek is not waking up to silk sheets. But we'll see what happens. Janibek has to get past Laura before even thinking about Terence Crawford. And I do have Janibek beating Laura, but Laura is a very tricky opponent. Maybe the most tricky opponent that Janibek has faced. Very crafty. But if everything goes right, we'll have a good fight April 20th or March 2026, whatever. Some delusional people on YouTube, you know how people are, people think, it's some silly and stupid people on YouTube, thought that Terence Crawford will retire after Victor Conte passed away because they thought there was nobody else capable of running snack. Like Victor Conte was 75 years old, man. He's been sick for a while. Even before he got sick, you don't think he had any understudies or some proteges? They thought it was one man running snack. You can't make this up. But there's a rumor going around about Canelo and Eddy Reynoso splitting up. Canelo has lost 3 fights under Eddy Reynoso. If he didn't fire him the first fight, why are you going to fire him the third fight? Canelo's losses has been against great fighters, you know what I mean? And plus, Eddy Reynoso was regarded one of the best trainers in boxing 2 or 3 years ago. And even though Canelo lost to Terence Crawford, he said him and Eddy Reynoso had a great training camp. He just couldn't make the adjustments. He couldn't figure Crawford out. That's not a sign of training camp. That is a sign that they could not figure Crawford out. Canelo said the style was too difficult. I mean, this is a guy who had Boots Ennis in camp. Boots volunteered to help him and went to camp and still didn't help Canelo beat Terence Crawford. That's how difficult the style was for Canelo Alvarez. And I don't think any trainer he gets, if he did fire Eddy Reynoso, which I don't think he is, you could give any trainer out there, Buddy McGirt, Robert Garcia, even Floyd Mayweather Sr., they still cannot guide Canelo to victory. I mean, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is a great trainer. He has a great style. But I don't think Canelo can implement that style in his arsenal. I just don't think he could do it. And this is why I don't believe the rumors. I don't think Eddy Reynoso and Canelo splitting up. I just don't believe it. I don't think there's anywhere else Canelo could go. I just don't believe at this stage of his career that Canelo could get any better. I think this is it. This is the Canelo we're going to get from now on. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Beezy, I'm gone.